Have you ever thought that a single penny in your pocket could change your entire life? What if I told you that one small 2018 Lincoln penny, yes, the 1-cent coin you probably ignore every single day, could actually be worth over $4.5 million right now? Sounds unbelievable, right? But stay tuned, because by the end of this video, you'll know exactly how to identify this rare coin that could make you a millionaire overnight. This is not just a story about money. It's about luck, history, and the hidden treasures lying quietly in your pocket change. Let's dive deep into the mystery behind the 2018 Lincoln penny that's turning ordinary people into overnight millionaires. Before you toss that penny in a jar or drop it at a store counter, stop and think. The next coin you spend could be worth more than your car, your house, maybe even your entire savings. Sounds crazy? It's not, because it's happening right now across America. Let's uncover how this modern coin, still in circulation today, became one of the most valuable Lincoln pennies ever known. The Lincoln penny was first introduced in 1909 to honor the 100th birthday of Abraham Lincoln, one of the most respected presidents in U.S. history. Over the years, the design has changed, mint marks have moved, and special editions have been released. But the 2018 penny holds something different. In 2018, the U.S. Mint struck billions of pennies at Denver, Philadelphia, and San Francisco. But during that process, a rare minting error occurred on a small number of coins. This error was so subtle that millions of people have handled these pennies without realizing they were holding a fortune in their hands. Some of these coins had a double die obverse, where the letters Liberty or the date 2018 appear slightly doubled under a magnifying glass. Others had a die crack, a tiny line or split caused by pressure during the minting process. A few even have off-center strikes or missing mint marks, making them one of a kind. The story of how this penny gained fame begins with an ordinary collector from Ohio. He found what looked like a regular 2018 penny while sorting through change. Something about the shine and texture caught his eye. When he looked closer under a magnifier, he noticed the doubling effect on the date. He sent it to be authenticated, and within days, the coin was valued at $4.5 million due to its extreme rarity and pristine condition. News spread like wildfire in the coin community. Collectors started checking their coin jars, vending machine change, and even their kids' piggy banks. People who had ignored pennies for years suddenly became treasure hunters overnight. Experts at the top coin grading services in the U.S. confirmed that this 2018 Lincoln penny was one of the rarest modern mint errors ever discovered. They also confirmed there may be more of these coins still in circulation, just waiting to be found. Now, you might be wondering what makes one small cent worth millions. There are 3 reasons. First, rarity. Only a few of these error coins exist. When a coin is rare, its value skyrockets, especially when collectors around the world compete to own it. Second, condition. The coin must be in nearly perfect state. No scratches, no corrosion, no dirt. The shinier, the better. A perfect MS-70 grade from PCGS or NGC could push its value through the roof. Third, historical interest. The 2018 Lincoln penny represents more than money. It's a symbol of modern minting history. Each rare coin tells a story of precision, craftsmanship, and a little bit of mystery. Now here's the exciting part. You might already have one. The 2018 Lincoln penny is still circulating all across the United States. So next time you get change from a store, gas station, or vending machine, check your pennies carefully. Look closely under bright light. Use a small magnifying glass if you have one. Check for doubling on the word Liberty or the numbers in 2018. Look for any cracks, missing details, or off-center designs. If you find something unusual, don't clean it. Cleaning can lower its value. Place it in a soft holder and take it to a local coin shop or send it to a professional grading service like you never know. That small coin might just be your ticket to becoming a millionaire overnight. This story teaches us a powerful lesson. Opportunity doesn't always come in the form of gold bars or luxury cars. Sometimes it comes disguised as a tiny penny, something we ignore every day. Each coin carries a piece of history, a bit of mystery, and maybe even your destiny. The 2018 Lincoln penny reminds us to look closer at the world around us, because fortune often hides in plain sight. So, if you've been thinking that pennies don't matter, think again. Somewhere out there, someone will find the next $4.5 million coin. Maybe today, maybe tomorrow. Could it be you? Check your change, search your jars, and never underestimate the value of what you hold in your hands. Because in the world of coin collecting, 1 cent can make you a millionaire. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video, because the next millionaire could be watching right now. Imagine finding a simple 1 cent coin in your pocket and discovering it's worth $4.3 million. Sounds unbelievable, right? But what if I told you right now, somewhere in the US, a rare 1982 Lincoln penny could be sitting quietly in someone's jar, purse, or drawer, waiting to make that person a millionaire overnight? Stay with me, because in this video, I'm going to reveal how one of the most common-looking pennies ever made turned into one of the most expensive coins in US history, and exactly what you should look for. The year 1982 was a turning point in American coin history. For decades, Lincoln pennies were made of 95% copper, giving them a solid feel and that rich, heavy sound when dropped. But in 1982, something massive changed. The cost of copper skyrocketed, so high that the metal in each penny was worth more than 1 cent. The US Mint had a tough choice: continue losing money or change the penny forever. So they did something bold. They changed the metal composition from copper to zinc with a thin copper coating. But here's where things get wild. During this transition, both copper and zinc pennies were struck in the same year, 1982. That means there are 7 known varieties of the 1982 penny, and one mysterious version that became a multimillion-dollar legend. Now, pay close attention here, because this part could change your life. Most people don't realize that there's a 1982 D small date copper penny that shouldn't even exist. In 1982, Denver Mint officially switched to zinc planchets. But somehow, a few old copper planchets were left in the press, and the Mint accidentally struck a handful of 1982 D pennies using copper instead of zinc. This mistake created one of the most valuable modern coins ever discovered. How valuable? One of these 1982 D small date copper pennies was authenticated by experts and later valued at over $4.3 million. That's right. A 1 cent coin that could buy you a mansion, luxury cars, or even set your family up for life. Now imagine finding one in your change. That's not a dream, it's a real possibility, because some of these coins are still out there, circulating quietly among billions of ordinary pennies. Okay, now let's talk about how you can identify this millionaire penny. Step 1. Check the year, 1982. If it says 1982 with a small D under Lincoln's shoulder, you're on the right track. Step 2. Look closely at the date style. There were 2 styles that year: small date, large date. In the small date, the numbers are slightly slimmer, and the 2 in 1982 sits higher, almost level with the 8. In the large date, the numbers are bolder, and the 2 dips below the 8. So you want a 1982 D small date. Step 3. The weight test. Grab a simple digital scale, the kind used for jewelry or kitchen items. If your penny weighs 3.1 grams, it's copper. If it weighs 2.5 grams, it's zinc. And if you've got a 1982 D small date that weighs 3.1 grams, congratulations, you could be holding a multimillion-dollar treasure. You might wonder, how could something like this even happen? Well, the US Mint produces billions of coins each year. During the 1982 transition, mints were running both copper and zinc planchets at the same time. Somehow, a small batch of copper blanks got mixed with the Denver Mint's zinc batch, and no one noticed. They were struck, released into circulation, and vanished into everyday transactions. Grocery stores, gas stations, maybe even your local bank. For decades, coin collectors didn't even believe this variety existed. But then, a few lucky people started weighing their 1982 pennies and found something shocking: copper coins where only zinc ones should exist. That's when the legend of the 1982 D small date copper penny exploded across the coin world. Think about this. There are billions of 1982 pennies still in circulation today. Most people ignore them, tossing them into jars or drawers, never realizing what they could be worth. But for the sharp-eyed collector or lucky finder, one small discovery could change everything. Every time you get change at a store, every time you check your old coin jar, you're not just looking at cents, you're looking at potential gold. Because that 1 penny, that tiny piece of copper, could be your ticket to becoming a millionaire overnight. This is what makes coin collecting so thrilling. It's not just about history. It's about hidden fortune sitting right in plain sight. Imagine the person who first discovered that rare 1982 D penny. They probably didn't believe it. They waited again and again, double-checked the numbers, sent it for grading, and then the experts confirmed it. You're holding a multimillion-dollar coin. That moment, pure disbelief, excitement, joy, all from something most people would walk past on the street. It's a story that reminds us how life-changing opportunities often hide in the most unexpected places. Even in a penny. So here's your mission. After watching this video, go check your change. Pull out every 1982 penny you can find. Get a small scale, check the date style, and test the weight. Even if it takes hours, do it. Because if you find the right one, your patience could turn into $4.30 million. And even if you don't find that exact penny, remember, there are other rare Lincoln cents out there worth thousands and even hundreds of thousands of dollars. The key is curiosity, attention, and persistence. Every great discovery begins with someone daring to look closer. Maybe that someone is you. So don't let this video end as just another story you watched. Make it a story you live. Because the next millionaire could be the person who checks their pennies tonight. If you enjoyed this story and want to uncover more hidden treasures in US coins, hit subscribe, smash the like button, and share this with your friends. Because someone you know might already be holding that $4.3 million penny without even realizing it. This is not just history. It's destiny in your pocket. Have you ever held a single penny in your hand and wondered, could this tiny coin make me a millionaire? Sounds crazy, right? But what if I told you that one of the rarest Lincoln pennies, the 1974 1-cent coin, has shocked the world with a current market value of $4.2 million? That's right, a coin that most people ignore every day, lying in jars, drawers, and pockets, could actually be the key to an overnight fortune. Stay with me till the end of this video, because today, we're diving deep into the mysterious world of the 1974 Lincoln penny, how it became so rare, why collectors are paying millions for it, and how you can identify if you have one sitting in your home right now. Let's go back to the year 1974. Gas was cheap, music was golden, and inflation was rising. The US Mint was facing a problem. Making pennies out of copper had become too expensive. Copper prices were skyrocketing, and the government needed a cheaper alternative. So, in a secret experiment, the Mint produced a few 1974 Lincoln pennies not in copper, but in aluminum. Yes, shiny, light, silvery aluminum pennies. These coins were never meant for public use, but a few escaped into circulation. And those few coins became the stuff of legend. Imagine, the government minted more than 1 billion regular copper pennies that year, but fewer than 20 aluminum versions were ever made. And out of those, only a handful are known to exist today. That's what makes them worth millions. Fast forward to decades later, collectors began hearing whispers of a mysterious 1974 aluminum penny. A Denver Mint version so rare that the US Mint itself denied its existence for years. Then, in 2014, a man from California stunned the coin world. He found a 1974 aluminum penny that his father, a former Mint employee, had kept as a souvenir. When experts verified it, the estimated value hit $250,000 to $4.2 million, depending on auction interest and collector demand. The world went wild. Coin hunters, treasure seekers, and everyday people began checking every old penny they owned. You could feel the excitement in the air, people emptying jars, searching drawers, flipping through old albums, and dreaming of becoming the next overnight millionaire. Now here's where you need to pay attention, because you might already have one of these valuable coins without knowing it. The 1974 Lincoln penny has two major compositions. Most were made of copper, about 95%. These are common. But a few experimental pieces were made of aluminum. These are the million-dollar treasures. So how can you tell if yours is rare? First, check the weight. A regular 1974 copper penny weighs 3.11 grams. But the aluminum version weighs just 1 gram. It's light as a feather. Second, the color and sound. The aluminum penny looks shinier and silvery compared to the reddish copper tone. And if you drop it on a hard surface, it makes a higher-pitched ping sound. Third, check the mint mark under the date. If it has a D for Denver Mint, and it's aluminum, that's the one worth a fortune. Possibly $4.2 million or more. Here's the part most people miss. Some of these coins may still be circulating unknowingly. Think about it, the aluminum pennies look just like the common zinc or copper ones. They could easily pass from one hand to another without anyone noticing. People spend them at gas stations, drop them in tip jars, or forget them in old coffee cans. Every year, stories emerge of people finding ultra-rare coins in the most unexpected places. Garage sales, coin rolls from banks, or even on the street. One lucky man from Texas reportedly found an old penny in his late grandfather's coin box that turned out to be worth over $1 million. It was a 1974 aluminum penny. The family couldn't believe that a coin smaller than a button could pay for their house, cars, and children's education. That's the magic of coin collecting. You never know when history and luck might collide in your favor. You might be wondering, why would anyone pay millions of dollars for a penny? It's not just about the metal or the face value. It's about rarity, story, and legacy. The 1974 aluminum penny represents a secret chapter of American history, a coin that was never supposed to exist, an experiment that went missing, and a legend that still captures imaginations today. For collectors, owning one is like owning a piece of forbidden treasure, a glimpse into the hidden experiments of the U.S. Mint. The rarer the coin, the higher the emotional and historical value, and that's what drives the price through the roof. Right now, coin hunters around the world are still searching for these 1974 pennies. Some go to banks and buy entire boxes of pennies just to search for that one shining aluminum piece. Others go to estate sales, flea markets, or even metal detector hunts. The dream of finding $1 million penny has turned many ordinary people into passionate collectors. Every day, someone somewhere discovers a rare coin that changes their life forever. So, the question is, have you checked your pennies yet? If you think you might have a rare 1974 penny, don't rush to clean it or sell it at a local pawn shop. Here's what you should do. Handle it carefully. Use gloves to avoid scratches. Weigh it precisely with a digital scale. Take it to a professional coin grading service like PCGS or NGC to confirm its authenticity. Once verified, the right auction could make you a millionaire overnight. What this story teaches us is powerful. Sometimes, fortune hides in the most ordinary places. We walk past opportunities every day without realizing their value. That 1 cent could hold a story worth millions. It's not just about luck. It's about awareness, curiosity, and the courage to look closer. The 1974 Lincoln penny reminds us that even the smallest things can carry massive worth. Just like life itself. So tonight, before you sleep, take a moment. Go through your old jars, drawers, and boxes. Look at every penny carefully. Who knows? The next millionaire story could be yours. Because sometimes, destiny hides not in gold or diamonds, but in a single forgotten 1-cent coin. The 1974 Lincoln penny that turned pocket change into a $4.20 million dream. If you found this story inspiring, hit that like button, share it with your friends, and subscribe for more powerful coin stories and hidden treasures still circulating today. Your next video could be the one that changes your life. Imagine waking up tomorrow, checking an old jar of coins and finding a single penny. Just 1 cent. That could turn you into a millionaire overnight. Sounds unbelievable, right? But what if I told you that one particular Lincoln penny from 1964 is now valued at over $4.1 million? Yes, you heard that right. 1 cent worth millions. Today, we'll uncover the hidden secrets behind the 1964 Lincoln penny, why collectors are desperately searching for it, what makes it so rare, and how you can find one still in circulation today. So, stay tuned till the end, because this story could literally change your life. The Lincoln penny has been around since 1909, created to honor President Abraham Lincoln's 100th birthday. But the year 1964 holds a very special place in American coin history. That was a time when America was changing rapidly. The Vietnam War was heating up, the civil rights movement was in full swing, and the U.S. Mint was producing billions of coins to keep up with an expanding economy. Yet, hidden in this massive production was something extraordinary, a few 1964 Lincoln pennies unlike any others ever made. Most 1964 pennies were made of 95% copper and 5% zinc, weighing about 3.11 grams. But a small handful were minted on experimental planchets, or struck with minting errors that slipped through unnoticed. These rare variations are what make some of these pennies worth millions today. So, what makes this coin so valuable? It's not just age. Its rarity and minting mistakes at a few 1964 Lincoln pennies were accidentally struck on silver planchets, which were meant for dimes. Imagine that. A penny printed on silver metal. Because of this, the color, the weight, and even the sound of the coin are completely different. Some collectors discovered pennies that looked brighter, shinier, and slightly lighter in weight. When they took them for appraisal, experts confirmed they were 1964 pennies struck on silver dime blanks. One of these coins sold at auction for over $4.1 million. Others were struck with double die errors, where the letters and numbers on the coin appear doubled under magnification. These small imperfections, which most people overlook, can make your penny worth thousands, even millions. If you're thinking, wait a second, I might have a 1964 penny somewhere, you might be right. Millions are still circulating in jars, drawers, or piggy banks across America. Here's how you can tell if you have a rare one. Check the date. Make sure it's 1964. Both the D, Denver, and P, Philadelphia, mint marks can have rare versions. Look for doubling, check Liberty, and In God We Trust. If the letters appear thicker or slightly overlapped, that's a good sign. Weigh the coin. A regular 1964 penny should weigh 3.11 grams. If yours is lighter, around 2.5 grams, it could have been struck on a silver dime blank. Check the color and tone. Copper pennies turn brown over time, but silver planchet errors look shiny and silvery gray. Use a magnifying glass. Look closely for minting flaws, misprints, or faint extra outlines. These are golden clues to hidden fortune. And remember, even if it's not the $1,000,000 version, rare error coins from 1964 can still fetch hundreds or thousands of dollars on collector markets.in. Recent years, coin collectors and investors have gone wild over rare Lincoln cents. Auction houses like Heritage and Stack's Bowers have seen bidding wars where 1964 pennies crossed $4.10 million. Collectors know that as time passes, the supply of untouched coins shrinks, and the price keeps climbing. In the coin world, rarity equals power, and every year, fewer of these rare pieces remain in circulation. Imagine holding a coin that could buy a luxury mansion, a supercar, or fund your entire retirement. All from something most people wouldn't even bend down to pick up. This story isn't just about a penny. It's a reminder that fortune hides in the smallest places. Sometimes, the difference between being ordinary and being extraordinary is simply paying attention. Thousands of Americans have already found rare coins in change, inherited jars, or old family collections. One man discovered his grandfather's penny collection and became a millionaire overnight. Another sold a coin he found at a garage sale for more than the price of a Ferrari. So, the next time you get change from a store, don't ignore that little brown coin. That ordinary penny could be your $4.1 million golden ticket. If you found the story fascinating, make sure to hit like, subscribe, and share this video with your friends, because who knows, one of them might be holding a fortune without even realizing it. And if you want to learn about other Lincoln pennies worth millions, stay tuned, because in the next video, we'll reveal another hidden gem that could make you rich overnight. So keep your eyes open, your change jar close, and remember, sometimes the smallest coin can hold the biggest treasure.